Once upon a time, two friends joined forces to bring you the best in horror entertainment. Brian from the north, Tim from the south, each bringing their own unique perspective to the horror community. Movie reviews, Blu-Ray releases, beer pairings, games, and more. Welcome to your new home for horror. This is Civil Gore.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Civil Gore Podcast. This is your host, Tim.
And this is Brian, and this is part 2 of our August Dismemberment. It's funny, we broke it up, not so much because of the sheer amount of titles, because there's only 13 this second half, but the features on some of these are like tremendous, and Cody's tome is going to get a workout for sure this month in general, but this week too, because there's a couple of new film historians, there's some Vinegar Syndrome, and you know how Vinegar Syndrome, they love to pack on their special features. So we got a lot of interesting titles this next 2 weeks. But I mean, like literally, there's this one thing. I think it's got close to like 37 special features for like one release. It's not even one of those like box sets, and it's that many. Yeah,
that's crazy. Which makes me think that this is going to be a big year. Like for Halloween, for some reason, I'm getting the vibe. I don't know about you, Brian, but I'm getting the vibe that Halloween is like super hyped this year. I don't know if like last year was just a little too close to the pandemic and that we were still kind of just getting out of it enough to really get back to normal. And now this year is like, okay, now we're totally going all out. But I'm seeing pumpkin spice in the stores earlier than ever. Yeah. I'm seeing decorations in the stores earlier than ever. Like it just seems like the vibe is in the air. Like people are wanting Halloween like really bad.
Yeah. And also it could be that there were a lot of good mainstream horror movies that came out this year. And horror is getting a lot of press out there these days. So I think maybe that also could be just pushing the spirit. Because I mean, think about it. Megan was a huge commercial hit. Scream 6 was a huge commercial hit. There's some other ones, obviously, as horror fans we knew about that, but like that are even getting some. Like I even see the Voyage of the Demeter is it Demeter? I meant to ask you that.
I don't even know. Either way,
and that is getting a lot of like discussion, and that's not even like you figure that's not even that would be something that like the mainstream audiences would be. Evil Dead was huge. There's a lot of, but just a lot of general horror out there that people are really getting into. And I think too, like even like with the release of Saw 10 coming out, like Six Flags got into the whole thing where they are actually having a licensed Saw 10 house at all its Fright Fest, which is like Universal Hollywood Horror Nights level. So Halloween Horror Nights level. So I just think it's like a combination of all of the above. Basically, I think you're right about the pandemic thing because everyone's kind of like, even the most like staunch, like, hesitant people like myself is out there and about and just not, I mean, yes, I'm not going to go like, let's cough in my face, or go into a stranger's face. I'm still, but, I'm definitely not, I'm definitely doing way more things where I'm not so like frantic every 2 seconds, that I'm looking around. Oh my God, there's a person, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's starting to get a little bit, I mean, it's not going away, but no, it's at least a little bit back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah. It just, I think it's like, it's now it's going to be like, it's almost like it's probably going to be like the flu season times like 2, where you're going to have 2 points in the year probably where it's going to spark up. I think right now it's spiking too because a lot of like out here, California schools are going back into session. A lot of people are just, it was a record breaking, year for travel again. So, there's just that stuff. I mean, so it's going to obviously push the spike up. And even they said, like I was reading in there, now granted, you have to take this with a grain of salt. Not that we've become back to a COVID stat podcast again. But they did say that a lot of, no one tests like they used to. Like people there just go around. And so, so they're like saying, well, don't worry because the numbers aren't as high as they used to, at the other previous spikes. I mean, yeah, well, also nobody's testing or caring as much. So you're not going to even get those same numbers. So it's like what it is, what you have to do. Do what you feel comfortable with, and take your precautions that you feel you need to. Obviously, during a spike, if you're someone that is prone to, let's say, asthma or some kind of other, kind of thing that could really cause severe complications with COVID, Well, then, pay attention. Be careful. Wear your masks again in public places. So, I think that's we're at that phase now where it's just like common sense kind of stuff. But
yeah. All right. Well, let's
get right into Dismemberment, because that was already longer than I expected to even go on the subject.
All right. Well, this is the releases for the week of August 22nd. And first up from Powerhouse Films, we have The Night of the Hunted 4K. This is a film from 1980. A woman is taken to a mysterious clinic whose patients have a mental disorder in which their memories and identities are disintegrating as a result of a strange environmental accident. This trailer felt as long as the movie, and I'm still not entirely sure what it's about other than that synopsis. It was like a 4-minute trailer. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's like the theme, by the way, this last 2 weeks of the Dismemberment. I feel like every trailer is like that. And the next one was like that as well. But this one is just felt like people running and shooting the whole time.
Yeah, it's a lot of running and shooting.
I can't understand who's the bad guy, who's a good guy, who's, are they justified? Are those detectives going after 2 women on the run? I don't know.
We don't know. The trailer's not going to help you out any. No. But there are a lot of special features on here. We have a new 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative, selected scenes, audio commentary with writer-director Jean Rollin from 2006, selected scenes, audio commentary with actor Brigitte Lahaye and
that's
Jean Rollin.
Favorite person, by the way.
Oh, really?
Girl's one of her favorites. Yeah, she's always pushing her movies. Like she mentions her in the last drive-in a bunch.
Did I say her name right? I don't even know if
I think it's Lahaye. Yeah.
Lahaye. Okay. Audio commentary with film expert and author Tim Lucas. He used to be a film historian, but he's got bumped down to expert and author now. I'm hoping that's Jean Rollin and not Gene Rollin. I don't know.
No, it's probably Jean. I
think it's Jean. Jean, we're going to go with the flair of Jean Rollin. Introduces The Night of the Hunted, 1998, filmed appraisal. We have Jean Rollin on The Night of the Hunted, 2007. The director in conversation with festival programmer and journalist Joshua T. Gravel at the Fantasia Film Festival, Montreal. Oh, God, here we go. A lot of French. Perdu, la nuit d'Atraque.
I think that answers your Jean or Jean question.
Yeah, I mean, I take German, not French, so I don't know how to pronounce this. Updated documentary on the making of The Night of the Hunted, directed by Rollin's personal assistant, Daniel Gouillet, and including interviews with Lahaye, critic Daniel Bird, and key collaborators Jean-Pierre Boyou and Nathalie Perry. La Pointe 2023 short film revisiting the aqueduct scene in The Night of the Hunted. Newly edited archival interview with Lahaye from 2023. Newly edited archival interview with producer Lionel Wallman. Archival interview with porn performer Elaine Plumy, who acted in The Night of the Hunted and Fascination, filmed at the Museum of Eroticism. Wonder where that is.
Wait, why is that a feature in the... Well, maybe we don't know the movie, so.
Yeah. I think we got extras explaining it coming up. Filmed critical appreciation by author and musician Stephen Thrower. He's a musician? Stephen Thrower. Stephen Thrower does everything.
This guy has been a historian, a critic, an author, a musician. I mean, he's going to be in the movie next.
Alternative sex scenes. So I guess that answers your question. Original theatrical trailer, image galleries, promotional and publicity material, and behind the scenes. New and improved English translation subtitles. And a limited edition exclusive 80-page book. 80-page book. With a new essay by Rory McCann, archival writing by Jean Rollin on the making of the film, an archival interview with actor Brigitte Lahaye, and full film credits.
I wonder based if this is like Caligula, where it was already pretty graphic, and then Bob Guccione went, I guess, to finish the movie, the owner of Penthouse, I guess he basically just threw in like actual porn scenes, so like that, much to the I think dismay of there has Peter O'Toole and there was oh my God, Malcolm McDowell. There was some legit A-list actors in here, Helen Mirren, and it's there are all these people in here, and they essentially have this these porn scenes thrown into the movie towards the end. It's just so yeah. I'm wondering if that's what what that happens. I guess I don't know.
I don't know, because Jean Rollin is responsible for our next film that you're going to talk about, and it looks pretty porny to me.
Yeah, and this one's big too. This one's a long list of features too. So I'm gonna have to take a sip of my beer here to read this entire thing. So hold on, please. I'm drinking a Duck Duck Juice, which Tim and I just enjoy the pun title of that.
Yeah, I've got a Highland Brewing out of Asheville, Hazy Heights IPA. They're a good little brewery out of Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, this is in some new brewery that, because now that I'm in California, I don't know a lot of these breweries. This one is Sonoma Springs Brewing Company. So I'm gonna have to start really like scoping out all the local breweries. I mean, there's a couple of big ones that people know, like Russian River. Make Pliny the Elder. My favorite, or one of our favorites, though, is Humble Sea, which is out here. Which, Tim, I got to get you some of that. If you come out to visit, we'll make sure we make a stop there. There's like 4 locations. You know what? When we take you to the Santa Cruz Boardwalk, there's a great Humble Sea location, the original one in Santa Cruz. So
nice.
We'll do double duty there and hit that. Anyway, so this is The Rape of the Vampire in 4K, no less. And this is from 1968, so it's black and white, and it's a 4K release. So this is probably going to look crisp, very crisp.
Yes, very crisp, very crisp boobs.
Yeah. There's already a lot of boobs in this, amongst other parts that are seen. Anyway, so this low-budget first film from director Jean Rollin is in reality 2 very loosely connected, surreally erotic shorts about vampirism. In the first, 3 Parisians, include a psychoanalyst, try to convince our 4 neurotic sisters living in a decaying country chateau that their belief that they are 200-year-old vampires is false. Okay. The alluring young women are influenced and controlled by an enigmatic, disembodied voice, which turns out to be an aging, aristocratic lord of the manor, whose motives are unclear but clearly perverse. There's a lot here.
Yes, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, local rustics unite to hunt down and kill the sanguine siblings. Or is it sanguine? I don't know, sanguine?
I have no idea.
In the second, the Queen of the Vampires and her acolytes arrive on the scene, resurrect the dead, and promulgate. These words. The cause of the undead, while a medical researcher works to find an antidote to vampirism.
Wait, that sounds interesting, actually.
It does.
The
plots are interesting there. It's very, so. Tim was not used to seeing the boobs in black and white, though, and just another 4-minute long trailer. It's crazy. This got a 4K restoration of the film from the original camera negative, audio commentary with writer-director Jean Rollin, audio commentary with film expert and author Tim Lucas. He's back. He must be a Jean Rollin
aficionado.
Yeah, some aficionado. I don't know. That's maybe why Tim Lucas gets all around. He just tries to find that niche that sticks eventually. I don't know. Jean Rollin on The Rape of the Vampire, 2007. The director conversation with festival programmer and journalist. Oh, he's back again. Joshua T. Gravel at the Fantasia Film Fest, Montreal. That's a film we want to go to. Emily's movie was just there. Fantasia Film Festival.
That looks awesome.
And Montreal, as I like to call it. But yeah, Montreal's a wonderful city if you've never been. It's really cool. So that's a film fest I'd love to go into person sometime. To Montreal. And we've yet to talk about Emily's film, which we're saving for back to a regular episode. We have a lot to say about it.
I've got a lot of movies to talk about in a regular episode. I've watched a lot of screeners and Alabama, some good stuff too.
Yeah, we'll eventually have to. We might have to just throw in a little catch-up episode in the middle there because we still have the 2 final slacations. We have a couple of other things scheduled, a couple of other special things coming up. So we might have to just put in like a mini-sode update of stuff. Then there's Fragments of Pavement, Under the Sand, 2023. So this is a recent thing. It's an updated documentary on the making of The Rape of the Vampire, directed by Rollin's personal assistant, Daniel Gouillet, and including interviews with key collaborators. Oh, it's this group again. Jean-Denis Bonan, Jean-Pierre Boyou, and Jean-Luc Philippe. I guess that might be different. Oh, yes, different. Different people. New interview with Jean-Denis Bonan, editor of The Rape of the Vampire and assistant director of On the Far Countries from 2023. So he's still working, this dude.
Mm-hmm.
For him. Or that maybe that interview was for 2023. Either way, the guy's still alive, which is good. Newly edited. So many times we
make fun of people that are dead. Yeah.
And then we find out they just died. Newly edited archival interview with actor Jacqueline Seeger. I don't know. We're probably butchering this French.
Yeah,
someone out there is probably just like mortified that we exist and are saying these.
We're not the number 131 podcast in France.
Yes, we're probably.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Croatia now. You want to talk? Let's get there. And Tim's trying to get us into Finland.
I'm trying my best
by buying these obscure Finnish Latvian Orthodox soundtracks that he's getting. I don't know why. That's for another time. Newly edited archival interview with composer Francois Puskas from 2023. Critical appreciation by author and film historian Virginie Salave.
Ooh.
I don't know what a critical appreciation is. It's just like I am happy. I don't know. There's an alternative scene, just one, and an alternative scene. Super 8 version. Wow, cut down home cinema presentation. Not sure what that means. So did they literally make this from Super 8 to 4K? That is a jump.
That's a jump. That's some
like
AI work there.
Yeah, that's like a reel-to-reel jumping up to like a digital, like crisp, audio or something. Far Countries audio commentary with Roland. So I guess that's oh wait, I'm sorry, I skipped his thing. It's a 4K restoration of the Far Countries. Les Pays Loins.
Les Pays Loins.
Yeah, Loins. 1965. Roland's second fictional short film tells of a couple lost in a maze of streets who can't remember how they got there. That sounds like a Twilight Zone, actually.
That sounds like Olivia on Vacation.
Yeah. It's Tim and Olivia on The Amazing Race. We need to figure out more about this guy, this Jean Roland character. He seems interesting. Far Countries audio commentary with Roland. Les Itinéraires Souvenirs from 2018, an artistic reconstruction of Roland's lost work from 1962 by filmmakers Victor Pucalau and Raja Tawil. What are these people? He knows everybody.
Pucalau. I like it.
Pucalau. I know that. Doesn't that sound like I don't know. It almost sounds like some kind of resort. Somewhere like, hey, have you gone? We're staying at the Pucalau. Original theatrical. Sorry, the dogs are going crazy in the background. I don't know if that's picking up. I apologize to the audience, but there's like 6 dogs, I think, in the house currently. Original theatrical trailer, image galleries, promotional and publicity material, and behind the scenes, new and improved English translation subtitles, which Tim and I need the reverse of that. We need to know how to pronounce this stuff in print. Limited edition, another exclusive 80-page book with new essay by Beatrice Loaiza, archival writing by Jean Roland on the making of the film, and an archival interview with director Peter Blumenstock. Boy, that's one of my people. Sounds like Jean Roland's recollection of shooting the Far Countries and full film credits.
Jeez, that was a lot to get through.
Yeah, powerhouse film coming in with powerhouse titles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, next is our pick of the week.
We'll skip our pick of the week and go right to Strike Back Studios, which I think might be a new one. This is Spirit Halloween, the movie. This came out last year, and I kind of wanted to see it because I like Spirit Halloween. When a Halloween store opens in a deserted strip mall, surprise, surprise. Yeah, that's exactly where Spirit Halloween.
Which is Toys R Us in this one. If you've seen the trailer, you can see that's an old Toys R Us building.
Yeah, I actually went to a Spirit Halloween in an old Toys R Us building before it got bought out by a furniture store because we had a Toys R Us close and they moved right in there.
What I found out the Spirit Halloween near the closest one to me is literally like about 8 minutes away now, where I am going to be, because I looked and all the closest one I saw was like 25 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, really? But it was just one that when we were coming, I saw that famous banner right by our huge mall, which was going to be a nightmare to get to park. But Julie actually assured me that it's it's next to the supermarket shopping center, where it's got its own parking lot that like the mall does not influence. So you're not allowed to park there to go into the mall. So I should have plenty of parking to go visit my Spirit.
Yeah, I need to see if ours is open yet, because ours is in a
some are open already.
Yeah, mine is next to a Chinese buffet. So it's always been there.
Double thing. That's what's fun. I used to love when there's next to like a cool buffet restaurant, because you go in the Spirit, check out all the stuff, and then you're like, then you go in and like pick out.
Yeah, so I need to visit soon because I got to get my costume. I already have my costume locked in. Me and Anna. I shall reveal it. I don't know. I'll wait for pictures.
I'm saving mine. I mean, you guys know what it is. Our group feed knows, but I don't want to release the podcast yet because it's for a very specific event that I want to make sure is 100% happening. I'm still going to probably get all the stuff. I have all the stuff for the costume, like, pretty much ready to go to hit. I just need to hit purchase, essentially, in Amazon. It's all in my Amazon cart. I got it all. It's all in pieces, but if I could pull this off, I think it'll be fun. Fun pictures for that, but.
All right, so let's see I read the summary. So we have extras here. We have behind the scenes, on set featurettes and interviews with cast and crew, teaser trailer, full trailer, TV spots, and alternative posters. Collectible trading cards of the 4 monsters in the film. That's available on the initial first pressing.
That's cool.
And special footage from Spirit Halloween store grand opening. I don't expect a lot out of this. I expect maybe just below Goosebumps level of entertainment, but I'm still looking forward to it because I love Spirit Halloween. I think it's a cool concept.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that almost that kind of Goosebumps vibe, but also there was watching the trailer kind of reminded me of a kind of like almost like a Willy's, like any of those movies where someone gets trapped into a like location they're not supposed to kind of thing. Like that's the vibe it is essentially. But you know what? They missed the most epic promotion they could have done, and this could have made so much money for people that are collectors like me. They should have totally had the box art of other movies with just the Spirit logo on top of it. Out of print titles, and they should have just had that, reproduced the thing, and just slapped the Spirit on.
Oh, that'd have been cool. That'd have been awesome.
And just released it, and you didn't know which one you were gonna get. Like that would have been to me like so epic if they would have done that.
That would have been cool.
See, they need to confer with me. I have ideas.
I know we have ideas. Just come to us.
Yeah. Hey, you know it's funny. I wonder if Christopher Lloyd at one part will like if they try to leave the store and he goes, "You're gonna come back with me." But I guess we'll see. With Tim watches it. I don't know if I'm going to buy this. I looked at it. I almost bought it today. It was $12.99 on Amazon, but I'm like, you know what? I could see this also being streaming somewhere shortly.
It's going to be everywhere, yeah.
There was that without a true monolith right now. I gotta be a little bit more picky on my titles. So
there's a movie on Netflix that came out a year or two ago that's about all the Halloween decorations coming to life. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the movie, but
I remember that.
It's a fantastic little family movie. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's got a weird title. It's like
it wasn't Halloween Town, right? It was something.
No, but it's similar to that. It's like Halloween and so town. I don't know, look it up on Netflix. Just look for Halloween family movies and you'll find it. It's really a great little movie. It's especially for like kids. Like it's a great kids horror.
Yeah,
Goosebumps level horror movie. So
that's what I got out of this though from the trailer. I have a feeling like you know like Josh and Anna's age that they'll like flip over this movie. Like I'm really like just absolutely like eating this up.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah. All right. So Brian, take away our pick of the week.
Our pick of the week is one that I'm so mad that I didn't get to see in the theater because I was dying to see it, and we got invited to go see it. Actually, a premiere in the city, but I was not available to go in when I was living in New York. Still, they actually offered us tickets to go see. I could have seen it with the whole press junket and everything. I unfortunately had to decline because it was a busy work day, and plus we were in the middle of it was a lot going on. I couldn't somehow get down to there to see it. And that is Lionsgate Films The Blackening in 4K. I did order it though already, so it's arriving tomorrow for me. Today, when you listen to this, it's actually arriving on release day. It's 7 black friends who go away for the weekend only to find themselves trapped in a cabin with a killer who has a vendetta. Will their street smarts and knowledge of horror movies help them stay alive? Probably not. This one looks great. Everything I've heard about it has been fantastic. I think Jeff Whitmire gave a huge sparkling review on it. This just looks like really, really funny, kind of like Cabin in the Wood-esque kind of thing, but more comedic, obviously comedic, not the thing. And it's got some good special features actually on it. Lionsgate's not really known for its special features, so this is actually pretty good for that. It's got audio commentary with director Tim Story and writers Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins. Do the Right Thing, which W-R-I-T-E, I like the pun, gotta do that. They can't all talk first, and that was a play on the tagline, which is they can't all die first.
Yeah.
It has Shall We Play a Game, Cabin in the Woods, Who's the Blackest game show, and theatrical trailer. So yeah, this is a really I've been really looking forward to this. I'm definitely one of these I'm gonna probably watch almost immediately when I get this. So definitely excited for that.
All right. So to recap, the week of August 22nd, we had 2 erotic thrillers in the form of The Night of the Hunted 4K and The Rape of the Vampire 4K, Spirit Halloween the movie, and our pick of the week, The Blackening 4K that came out this year.
Okay, now is the time if you're listening to this podcast, you may want to pause, go to the bathroom, get a beverage.
Yes.
Because every one of these, there's not one thing that has less than 20 features.
It's ridiculous. I don't like they just cram these features.
I've never had quite a week like this.
We got one that has no features. One out of the whole 13.
Yeah, sorry. You're right. One that has no features.
All right, well, let's get right into. Oh, by the way, we also have 4K.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, you guys, the Chucky sets came out with 4K, and they were the box sets. They are now coming out with the 4K single editions this week of Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky. If you want to buy those individually, as well as an Infinity Pool Steelbook, those are our kind of extra releases this week. All right, the first one up is my dad's favorite monster movie of all time. He will tell you, he would tell you, if you said, Dad, what's your favorite monster movie of all time? He would immediately respond with this one, Vinegar Syndrome's Gorgo 4K. This was from 1961. This is a movie.
Are you going to buy it for him? You should buy it for him.
I should, yeah.
As his, like, party, like, you know, like.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea, because
He would never go out and buy that himself, probably.
No, and I've watched this with him before because he's always told me how much he loved this movie as a kid. Like, it really is one of those, like, foundational movies.
I kind of want to see it again. I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's a very cheesy, old-fashioned Godzilla type movie.
Like, on the weekends, it would be on, like, regular TV. Like,
yeah. Greedy sailors capture a giant lizard off the coast of Ireland and sell it to a London circus. Then its mother shows up. This one is a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative, and a new commentary track with film historian and cartoonist now, Stephen R. Bissett.
He's like, who's the other guy that was this thrower? He's like trying to branch out. He's this guy we've had before, Stephen Bissett. Of course, he created the blank audio recording vessels called Bissett tapes, but he's defending himself in copyright infringement lawsuit from the Philips Corporation and Lou Audins.
Yes.
He's also who actually created the cassette tape. Then he tried the VHS Bissett tapes. Unfortunately, he just got the patent in too late, and that's spelled wrong. I'm sorry. As a typo, so he missed his window. And also, just as an RIP to Lou Audins, who passed away in March of 2021. And it's funny, I immediately thought of this guy remember we saw that video where someone was making fun of the girl that I don't know if she, like, part of me thinks it was all a joke.
The girl who didn't know what a cassette tape was.
And she kept calling it cassette.
Yeah, cassette.
Like, where do I put this Gazette tape in? Where do I buy this Gazette? You know, you got to chalk those up. Any of those things up is like, Tim had a good point. It's like, well, maybe we're not teaching these kids the thing, but also you don't know. Sometimes there's so many people. Like, there's that one, I forgot that woman's name. She made such a killing on TikTok by pretending she doesn't know anything, but yet she's done this, and people like start like calling her stupid all the time. When it's totally an act. I don't know if you've seen it. She's got blonde hair.
Yes, I've seen those.
It was the hot dog.
Yeah.
Or she's trying to cut the hot dog up to fit it in the ham. You know, just silly things like that. And people are like, oh my God. And people are doing those side-by-side videos laughing as if she meant she's serious.
And like she's outsmarted everybody because she's making a killing.
To the point of where like other people have like companies have like jumped on to like support her, like basically finance all her stuff because she's that brilliant. And she's fooled everybody.
That's great.
Because I love it. And we follow her. She is. I'm so sorry I forgot her name, but like, because it's like she's just that good that like I don't even remember her name. I don't know like how good she is. She's just so entertaining because she does it's something I want to. No, I'm just never gonna remember her name, and I don't want to butcher it. I'll get back to everybody on the name, maybe we'll share a link of her stuff on TikTok because she is brilliant. She is like she basically knew exactly how to get to like millions of people.
Yeah, I love when they turn the tables on people.
Yeah, that was great.
This one has an isolated music and effects track. Gorgo Lives. Film historian and cartoonist Stephen R. Bissett is back on the legacy of Gorgo. The Ninth Wonder of the World, The Making of Gorgo, an archival making of documentary extended version. Gorgo Behind the Scenes, archival making of featurette. Waiting for Gorgo, a short film from 2009 directed by Benjamin Craig. Behind the Scenes featurette from Waiting for Gorgo, original theatrical trailer. Promotional image gallery, original production notes. Video gallery, lobby cards and posters video gallery, pressbook video gallery, photos video gallery, Gorgo, the Monster from the Sea video comic book, which is kind of cool, and reversible cover artwork.
Oh my God, your dad's gonna love this thing.
Oh yeah,
probably doesn't knowing your dad, right? I met him. He's a super nice guy, fun to talk to, and like you just get into a great conversation with him every time. In the limited time I've met him, and that I can get all that, but I can almost say that he probably does not have of any Blu-ray in his or disc in his collection of this magnitude that has all these like.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna get this. So like, that's a brilliant idea because that's his birthday coming up in October. So perfect timing.
It's always times with his cool party. So which I still have yet to get to. I need to get to one of these parties.
Yeah, for sure.
But so the next one is another Vinegar Syndrome. Pretty much it's like all Vinegar Syndrome except like 2 or 3.
Yeah, they just dumped all the releases at the end of the month.
Yeah. This one is Terror at 10 Killer 4K from 1986. It says Leslie and Jana are a couple of attractive young women who decide to go on vacation in a remote cabin in the woods. However, things go dangerously wrong after a homicidal maniac shows up in the area and begins a deadly murder spree. Will anyone survive the Terror at 10 killer? So I assume 10 killer's the area they're at.
Yeah.
Tim said it's painfully 80s a thing. Still want to see this. And it's true. He's right.
It's painfully 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, for me, I'm like, you know what? It's an 80s horror that I haven't seen or actually heard of, in all honesty. So I feel like by law I have to see it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think that's just the rules. This got a good disc here. It's got a 4K restoration from the original camera negative, HDR presentation of the film, brand new commentary track with actor-editor Kevin Meyer and actor Mike Wiles. 2 Weeks of Terror, the making of Terror at 10 Killer, a brand new making of documentary featuring interviews with the cast and crew. Terror at 10 Killer, behind-the-scenes footage with optional commentary by a commentary track by actor-editor Kevin Meyer and actor Mike Wiles. Multiple original trailers. Divided We Fall from 1982, which is a short film co-written and co-directed by Kevin Meyer and narrated by Terror at 10 Killer director Ken Meyer with optional commentary track by Kevin Meyer and actor Mike Wiles.
Wait, was Ken Meyer involved in this? Oh, there's a Ken and a Kevin.
Kevin
I just realized.
Ken.
I just realized it's a Ken and Kevin. Yeah. Okay.
Fooled us. Fooled me, Jerry. Remember like that?
That must be his brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I read it like 4 times and still they all sound like the same guy. But, okay. Brothers in Arms, Divided We Fall, making a featurette with co-writer and co-director Jeff Burr and actor R.A. Mihailoff. Is that Mihailoff that's like the Leatherface?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's a Mihailoff that's a Leatherface.
It's an unusual name.
Yeah. Divided We Fall, behind-the-scenes footage with commentary track by Kevin Meyer and actor Mike Wiles. This Mike Wiles guy gets around too. They must be like that's like they're the best friends. Like that happened a lot in the 80s. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
especially these low budget things.
Yeah. You worked with your friends essentially. Extensive image gallery for Divided We Fall and reversible cover artwork.
Next up, again from Vinegar Syndrome, we have Delirium from 1972. Criminal psychologist Dr. Herbert Lietek, I don't know how to pronounce that. Mickey Hargitay of Bloody Pit of Horror in the Wild Wild World of Jane Mansfield is a deranged sex maniac who murders young women. His beautiful wife, the luscious Rita Calderoni of Nude for Satan and the Reincarnation of Isabel, is tormented by visions of medieval torture and lesbian orgies. But as their madness grows more twisted, they will descend even deeper into a nightmare of dementia, depravity, and most of all, delirium.
There's really a theme these last 2 weeks.
Really is. And I put medieval torture and lesbian orgies. Now you're just spoiling me.
Yeah, you've hit Tim's sweet spot. You throw in a Bigfoot and he'll never leave the house.
Yeah. He gave me an idea. Lesbian orgies Sasquatch movie.
I'm sure it exists. It's got to be there somewhere. You just need the medieval torture also.
Yes,
actually, I'm sure the Howling. If you put 2 of the Howling movies together, you probably got that. But
yeah,
well, you almost got it.
Well, Howling 2 did a feature. It featured
5
ape
together?
suits. Well, yeah, there was orgies and ape suits in Howling 2. So
that's true.
If you've listened to our summer Slycation, so you're getting close.
Yeah, Tim, you're almost there to your perfect film. And you also need a carnival.
Yeah, carnival thing.
Yeah. And this one at least had subtitles, so we knew a little bit about what was going on.
Oh, this is my okay. So we had new 4K restoration from the original camera negative, and then a commentary track with film historians. One of whom we know. We know Mr. Troy Howarth, because Troy Howarth is our posh Englishman. But I want to know about this new guy, Eugenio Ercolani.
Yeah. So Eugenio Ercolani, he's actually the lesser-known Italian version of Steve Urkel. You know, like when he turned into Stefan Urkel?
Yes.
There was an episode. It was the lead. I had to just really.
It's a great episode, yeah.
But yeah, there was it was an episode where the whole Family Matters crew, they went to Italy on a trip, and he became Eugenio Ercolani. And his catchphrase, of course, was, "Did I do with that?" Okay, we're totally going to hell on that one. Oh, God.
And we just instantly plummeted to number 2037 in Italy.
We've probably just been banned.
We just banned from Italy.
Banned in Italy, sorry. But it was right there. I had to do it. I apologize to all our Italian listeners.
Oh,
well, in all honesty, that invitation was so horrible that it probably is not even.
They probably didn't even understand it. Yes,
didn't even register. Yeah.
The Polselli clan, a portrait piece on director Renato Polselli by his daughter Vanessa Polselli. Fear and Delirium in Cheetah, a never-before-seen archival interview with actor Mickey Hargitay. The Polselli Factor, filmmaker and film historian Luca Ria on the career of his friend Renato Polselli. Who is Luca Ria?
A Polselli Jerry? That's a good... Yeah. So Luca Ria, he was pretty simple. I found out about him. He was known for having notoriously bad luck when endorsing a film. So he was known around the film historian circles as on Luca Ria. So, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah. That was last minute. I almost forgot to do something on this historian definition.
Gothic Polselli, screenwriter Ernesto Gastaldi on his Gothic collaborations with Renato Polselli. The Theorem of Delirium. I like that. Archival interview with director Renato Polselli and actor Mickey Hargitay. Alternate 86-minute American version of Delirium sourced from video and reversible sleeve artwork.
I feel like the Theorem of Delirium is like a line for if Lin-Manuel Miranda made this into a musical.
Yeah.
Like, can't you see him just throwing that in, like the Theorem of Delirium?
Totally. Yeah.
We'll have to ask him. We'll have to reach out to him and see. But yeah. So the next one, we're probably on the same kind of theme here to this from Vinegar Syndrome. This is Psycho Girls from 1986. And a woman breaks out of an insane asylum accompanied by 2 crazed inmates to kill her sister. So, yeah, Tim said, and this is no joke, he said he liked how the title displayed over the entire trailer as if we would forget. But not only that, not only did you literally have the title displayed over, like, the entire trailer, but there's a song in the background going like, Psycho Girls, Psycho Girls, almost the whole trailer also. So there's one of these things where you will know the trailer you're watching the entire time.
Yes.
You'll never forget.
Yeah, you'll never forget this movie now.
Yeah. This one has a new 2K restoration from an Interpositive, a brand new commentary track with co-screenwriter, director Jerry Cicciaretti, director of photography, editor Robert Bergman. Filming Canadian style with interview with Jerry Cicciaretti. Why am I like, he's Canadian and I'm pronouncing him Italian. Psycho Team Effort, an interview with Robert Bergman. Career built on Psycho Girls, an interview with art director Craig Richards. An audio interview with author and film historian Paul Carube.
Oh, who is Paul Carube?
Okay, so this is an odd story he had. So he was known for an infamous mix-up at a Barnes & Noble signing as he was supposed to attend there to sign his books. What happened is an employee accidentally had his name backwards, so people would read his name out loud as Karupa Paul. So leading everyone to believe the famous TV host would be appearing RuPaul. But then when the large crowds arrived, they were disappointed when they realized he was just some run-of-the-mill author. So, yeah, RuPaul was a unfortunate backwards impersonation of this guy. So yeah, he didn't fare well, I guess, in the circuit because he was always known for that poor mix-up, which was not his fault.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but apparently he's he is a good film historian though. Nevertheless. Reversible cover artwork finishes out the special features on this title.
Nice. Well, next up we have from Deaf Crocodile Films, The Pied Piper, a.k.a. The Rat Catcher. This is from 1986. This is cool.
This one looks really cool.
The story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin with a twist. This is an entirely stop-motion feature, which looks really, really interesting. Even the stop-motion animation has a unique look to it. This is a new...
Didn't it kind of look like, remember Bubo from Clash of the Titans?
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny. That's because that starred Harry Hamlin.
Yeah.
Figure that Piper had. Weird connection.
Yeah, that one, it actually does have kind of that feel to it. New restoration of the Pied Piper from Kratky Film Praha and Craig Rogers of Deaf Crocodile. New restoration of rare short film Yifi Barta's The Vanished World of Gloves. Zanikli Zvetrukovic. A marvelous and eccentric... Why does that sound like the dude from Twin Peaks that talks about...
I don't know. You sound like the man from another place.
A marvelous and eccentric tour through cinema history told through animated gloves. Chronicle the Pied Piper Chronica Chrysafi. I'm trying to speak whatever this is.
Yeah, I think it's...
Czech. I think it's Czech. Yeah, I do not speak Czech. Behind the scenes... I don't speak English very well, much less Czech. Behind the scenes documentary on the making of Bart's masterpiece in Czech with English subtitles. New video interview with director Jiří Barta, moderated by Dennis Bartok of Deaf Crocodile.
I love it. Dude just gives up. Well, in fairness to Tim, that literally the guy's name, there's like an accent on top of every letter. So I don't even...
Like I can't even read what the character is on the... Like it's a completely different keyboard wrote this.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how... Yeah, if you did not copy and paste that, I don't think you'd be able to reproduce it.
No. Audio commentary about Czech film expert Irina Kovarova of Comeback Company and film critic and historian Peter Hames. Who's Peter Hames?
Yeah, so he's interesting. He used to host a TV prank show called Fun and Hames until he realized he knew nothing about pranks, nor was he particularly fun. So that's why he went into film history.
I kind of like that one. Sometimes the simple ones are the funniest.
I know. I had a feeling you'd like that would be your favorite.
Booklet essay about Czech film expert, but not a historian, just an expert, Irina Kovarova. I love that. Kovarova.
Yeah, I like names flow like that.
Kovarova, come on over.
Yeah.
Red Rover.
That's it. Wait, is that back to Lin-Manuel Miranda's The Pied Piper? Yeah.
I got a stiper. She's the Pied Piper. I don't know.
Look, we've given him his next two.
I know. We like, come on.
Oh, you heard what he's doing, what he's rumored to be doing, right?
No, I have not.
The Warriors.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, he is rumored to be looking at the Warriors, making that into his next musical, and I would be all there for that. I love that. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
And this guy's artwork is always straight, Mr. Brian level. New artwork by Brian level.
If only he was a film historian. I love the ones that should be film historians.
I know, they're just not. Like, you just prayed for them to get promoted.
Maybe we should just branch out on, like, make a little thing that, Tim, you come up with these now. Like, the ones that should be film historians. You could take those.
Yes, for sure.
Make those.
We'll just do one-liners. Like, they don't even have to be in the tome. They're just quick flybys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Brian, I saved you this one.
Yeah, and of course, it's funny because Julie had come into the room, so she's going to hear me read this one. And so I'm hoping she sees that it's not my making this up. But anyway, it's Vinegar Syndrome's Killer Condom in 4K from 1996. This is Troma.
It is Troma.
Right off the bat. So, and the funniest thing is their tagline is the rubber that rubs you out. And that's all you need to know about the film, actually. But here's the description. It says, the plot takes place in New York, as most Troma films do, or in Tromaville, one of the two. And in the present, in a hotel called Quickie, a professor blackmails a student of his into having sex with him. But when the professor puts on a condom, the carnivorous condom bites off his penis and disappears. What disappears? The condom, the professor, or
both?
The student? I don't know. Anyway, Detective Macaroni. Yes, you've heard that right. Who gets the case, thinks that the college girl just bit off her teacher's penis. Macaroni.
With an exclamation point. That's what's funny.
Yeah, I read that wrong. Bits off her teacher's penis. It's like 500 Days of Summer when they play that penis game. Macaroni goes to the motel himself to check out the crime scene. In the lobby, he finds a gigolo named Bill. Boy. And he asks him to follow him to Crime Room. That's exactly how that's read. Remember, Tim does not write these. He copies and pastes. It says, there, the two men attempt to have sex when they are suddenly interrupted by the attack of a killer condom. What, is that trying to be like another title already? That's prep like
has no idea what's going on here.
This movie, literally in the trailer, they show like hundreds of little like condoms running through the streets of New York. It's really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
And of course, there's like 500 special.
Well, I don't know why there's special features for this, but let's go.
So, sit back here. So apparently there's a 118-minute director's cut, not only in 4K, but also the Blu-ray version gives you that. Then there's a 108-minute theatrical version. What? God knows what that 10-minute shows. If it's Troma, you're probably in for something.
Yeah.
It's got a brand new commentary track with a co-writer-director, Martin Waltz, and special effects supervisor, Jorg Butt-Garay. And I said it that way because it is two T's in the butt, Garay. And we broke Tim. This was too much for Tim.
It's too much.
There's too many things.
I can't.
First they teased him with his dream film, and then now they're talking about killer condoms. I don't know. Archival commentary track with Martin Waltz and Jorg Butt-Garay again. A Rough Ride, a brand new interview with co-writer director Martin Waltz. This is what we built, a brand new show and tell with co-writer director Martin Waltz. God knows. Oh, show and tell. They take a nice children's like event that you'll remember fondly from elementary school, and now you're gonna sully it with this film. Severed Parts, a brand new interview with special effects supervisor Jorg Butt-Garay. Rubbers and Rushes, a brand new interview with editor Simone Kleyer. Holy Macaroni, well, you knew that was coming. A brand new interview with co-writer director Martin Waltz and actor Udo Samel. What is this? which is a question Tim and I have been asking since we've gotten this start on this dismemberment. A brand new interview with actor Adriana Altaraz. It's just a movie. A brand new interview with actor Peter Lohmeyer. Really special items. A brand new interview with prop collector Roman Guttinger. Why'd you give me this one?
Ich hat's im Frühjahr sagen sollen.
Thank you. Thank you. Tim read that perfectly.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, ich hates. The A has a umlaut.
But now, see, Tim read that perfectly, though, really, though. He's taking German, so now we just need some German films in here so we can finally get our cred back.
I've been trying to find some German horror films to watch.
Well, that one we watched really good. We got the screener up. Remember that I own?
Yeah.
It was the girl that kept having the dreams, and it was she went to that weird hotel all the time. That one was really good.
That was really
very
good,
German too. Anyway, so that thing that Tim said was a 2003 short film directed by Martin Waltz, archival making of featurette, behind the scenes footage, archival on-set interviews. Would you use this condom? An archival featurette, original theatrical trailer, original video trailer, and reversible cover artwork.
I thought we were going to be able to get away without putting the adult warning on this episode, but
yeah,
I mean we've talked too much boobs, too much lesbian orgies, and now too much killer condoms.
Yeah, too much killer condoms. Yeah, and I said but like 30.
Yeah. Next up from Seven Films, our first break from extras, Bad Biology 4K from 2008, driven by, of course, it still has it sticks with the theme of this month, apparently.
Yeah.
Driven by biological excess, a young man and woman search for sexual fulfillment, unaware of each other's existence. Unfortunately, they eventually meet, and the bonding of these two very unusual human beings ends in an explosive and ultimately over-the-top sexual experience, resulting in a truly god-awful love story. With bizarre special effects by Gabe Bartalos, a hip-hop soundtrack from Prince Paul, and shot in...
I don't know why that made me
It's not a soundtrack from Prince. It's Prince Paul.
Yeah, Prince Paul.
And shot in glorious 30...
Or maybe it's not RuPaul either. It's just Prince Paul.
And shot in glorious 35mm, Bad Biology is guaranteed to shock even the most desensitized of audiences and sure to become a modern cult classic. And apparently,
it's from 2008. If it hasn't yet, it's not going to be.
Well, apparently this trailer took the 3 minutes that were not graphically pornography and put them in the trailer, because the trailer shows nothing. I don't know where all this came from.
No, but I did some research, because this basically I said this trailer it looks like it was just random scenes, and I'm like, why did I sit through 4.5 minutes of them? Number one, but so I had to do some research on this thing, and from what I understand, the unrated version is like borderline, if not full on, like pornography scenes in there. So I don't know, this thing, from what I understand, is really super graphic. But they said it's like this guy, whoever directed this, it's like his style of films. So I forgot we didn't even put his name on this thing here, but whoever he does do it, apparently he's like known for that kind of stuff. So he's like a guy, I guess, like he's a Bill Zebub kind of character. Yeah. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So but it's coming out, and I actually looked it up to see, just out of curiosity, what this thing would cost. Currently, they have a version out there already that's $80 on Amazon for the Blu-ray.
Oh my gosh!
I assume this release is not going to be that expensive.
No,
but we'll see. I don't know. Someone else can watch this and let us know. I don't really think I'm going to spend my lack of monolith space on this movie. But next one is from Arrow. We haven't heard, the Arrows always gives nice release, and this one was a pretty decent remake. This was the Last House on the Left from 2009. The night she arrives in the remote Collinwood Lake house, Mary and her friend are kidnapped by a prison escapee and his crew. Terrified and left for dead, Mary's only hope is to make it back to parents John and Emma. Unfortunately, their attackers unknowingly seek shelter at one of the places she could be safe. And when their family learns of the horrifying story, they will make three strangers curse the day they came to the last house on the left. You kind of have to say it that way, because that's how the old school trailer.
This one's okay, but it's a very polished version of the original, which is like completely brutal. And then I watched it way too young an age, by the way. The first one is just notoriously dark.
Yeah, it's and it's very gritty.
Very gritty. It's very disturbing to watch. I don't think I've actually rewatched it since I saw it back in high school. Honestly, yeah.
We still need to do that series we wanted to do, where we wanted to kind of take a film and then its remake and do the comparisons. We do that sometimes in the Slaycations. It just happens organically.
Yeah.
I think we should pick a theme sometimes to do that. We could even do it in kind of our old, what was it? The Scare Battle.
Scare Battle version, yeah.
We need to bring that back. We need to bring back our Tubi traps and stuff. We need to get back on track. It's just hard because this is a season where like everything gets thrown off, from the summer staycation to all the haunt stuff.
Yeah,
it kind of gets hard, and it's sad. This will be the first year, like in a couple of years, where Tim and I are not going to be going to any kind of haunt event together.
I know. Yeah,
but we'll have reports from each coast, so that'll make.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm still up in the air about doing Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream again this year. I'm definitely gonna do when I go to my dad's. I'm definitely gonna do the haunted trail thing there. So I may end up doing Carowinds, because my dad's like right beside Carowinds. So if I don't do Busch Gardens, what I'll probably do is turn it into a Carowinds trip.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, my goal would be to hit the 3 big things that I can get to my area, which is Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Hollywood this time, because I'm always dying to go on that like Terror Tram, and they have that really cool. There's a house there that's not at Orlando's version. I want to get to Scary Farm. I think if I had to pick one, Scary Farm is gonna be the one I want to do. Just because I've heard so many amazing things, and it's the anniversary, so they're probably going all out. They're actually having like a full-on event. Then maybe I could say, reach out to Jeff Tucker, meet him over there.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Like a special, like little, like maybe he'll show me around. I have to reach out to him. We should talk to him anyways. What a nice dude that guy is. I mean, if there's anyone cut from our cloth.
Yeah, I loved having him on the show. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was definitely a dream come true for Tim. I know that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that one, Fright Fest, and that, because there's 2 Six Flags I could basically get to. Obviously the easier one is Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, which is about a little hour and 20 minutes away. And that's a cool park anyway. That's a very unusual park to begin with. And then of course, Universal and Knott's are down in Los Angeles area. It's about, maybe like to get there totally is maybe like just over 6 hours, but I would make a thing of it and spend a couple days. But anyway, back to that. So yeah, this one, this has some good special features on it from Arrow. It's got 2 versions of the film, the original theatrical version and the unrated version. The unrated version is just on the Blu-ray, and the original theatrical version is on the 4K Blu-ray. Illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Zoe Rose Smith. Reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Eric Adrian Lee. The disc 1, that says 2 discs. Disc 1 is for a 4K Blu-ray and the theatrical version. It's previously restored in 4K, so it's not totally new here. It's got an exclusive new filmed introduction by director Dennis. Is that
Iliadis?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so small. It's 2 L's.
Iliadis.
Iadis? Maybe it's the Y sound.
I don't know.
It's 2 Y. It's Iliadis or Iadis. Either way, we'll just call him Dennis. Brand new audio commentary by David Flint and Adrian Smith. River of Blood, a new 31-minute interview with Sarah Paxton. Notorious Krug, a new 27-minute interview with actor Garrett Dillahunt.
I like Garrett Dillahunt.
Yeah, Garrett Dillahunt. That's another cool name.
Yeah.
Suspending Disbelief, a new 18-minute interview with screenwriter Carl Ellsworth. Reviving the Legend, a new 33-minute interview with producer Jonathan Craven. Look Inside featurette from the film's original 2009 release, deleted scene, theatrical trailer, image gallery, and disc 2 is the Blu-ray unrated version.
All right, well that brings us
a nice capper to August there.
Yeah, this
oh wait, we forgot our pick.
Yeah, our pick of the week's gonna be the big capper, because this is a huge one.
This is a huge. I almost forgot. I'm so fast to rush us off. I completely missed it.
Decent price on this one. I think this one's retailing for about $99. But if you're a fan of this series, which I am.
But is there like a new version, a new movie? Or
there's a new movie coming out with Peter Dinklage.
This looks dark. The remake is looks like it's a dark, not this funny version. Right?
Yeah, I haven't seen. I've only seen like a publicity still. I haven't seen like a teaser or anything yet. But this one, of course, is Troma's The Toxic Avenger 4K collection. This brings together all 4 of the current Toxic Avenger films until the new one comes out. 1984 to 2000, and I love this little summary here because it has Lloyd Kaufman's trademark humor. For the first time in the history of mankind, all 4 Toxic Avenger films of the world-famous franchise have been brought together into one Tromarific 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray package. His Tox set, which you could hold in your hands if you hand over your money to buy these again, will prove to be an increasingly valuable collectible because Lloyd Kaufman, Toxie's creator, is over 70 years old. He could die at any time. This will make this limited edition soar in value.
Especially when we see him every time at the con, he's eating like con pizza.
Yeah, con pizza. So yeah, he
although it's tasty, but I don't know the quality.
This one's really cool. Toxic bonus features. So this has A new 4K scan and restoration from the film's original camera negatives. New introduction for each film from Lloyd Kaufman, president of Troma Entertainment and creator of The Toxic Avenger. Commentaries featuring cast and filmmakers on every film on all disc and collectible Toxic Avenger postcard. Now, this is these are the extras here, which are, we'll just tag team these, Brian. The Toxic Avenger Unrated Director's Cut 4K Ultra HD prologue by director Floyd Kaufman. And I'll let you take the next one, Brian.
Oh, I thought we'd go like each title.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'll keep going. All right. So, again, this is the original movie. Toxic Avenger Unrated Director's Cut Blu-ray has an introduction by director Lloyd Kaufman, interviews with cast members Jennifer Baptist, Robert Pritchard, Mitch Cohen, and Dan Snow, interview with co-director Michael Hertz. Mark Torgold talks about the Toxic Avenger featurette, behind-the-scenes photo gallery, and trailers.
And the next one is Toxic Avenger Part 2. It's the unrated director's cut, 4K Ultra HD. It's got a prologue by Lloyd Kaufman, of course. And it's got the unrated director's cut now on the Blu-ray as well. So it's an extra disc here. It says, introduction by director Lloyd Kaufman, At Home with Toxie mockumentary, interview with cast member Lisa Gay, Japanese news reports on the filming of Toxic Avenger Part 2, Radiation March, short film directed by Lloyd Kaufman, and the America Cinematheque honors 40 years of Troma trailers. And that's good they got an honor, because you know what, in all honesty, like, you've got to respect Lloyd Kaufman.
They do what they do, man.
They put out the schlockiest, silliest, grotesque, over the top, everything that you like, that would make you want to have it laugh at the same time. But you know what? They're not ashamed of it. They know what they are. They know what they're going to produce. They know what their audience are, and more power to them.
Yeah. Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie. This has the unrated director's cut 4K Ultra HD with a prologue by Lloyd Kaufman, audio commentary with Lloyd Kaufman, audio commentary with cast member Joe Fleischaker, and the unrated director's cut Blu-ray has behind the scenes of the Return to Nukem High Volume 1 screening at MOMA. The American Cinematheque honors 40 years of Troma. Make your own damn horror film, behind the scenes of Old 37 with Kane Hodder and Bill Moseley. I bet that's cool. Halloween Carol short film, infomercial for Rabid Granny's Blu-ray release, and Radiation March short film directed by Lloyd Kaufman.
And finally, of course, the final film in the quadrilogy there, the Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger Part 4, unrated director's cut 4K Ultra HD. It's got the prologue by director Lloyd Kaufman, and then it's got the unrated director's cut on the Blu-ray, which is Apocalypse Soon, the making of Citizen Toxie behind-the-scenes documentary. Tribute to Lemmy Kilmister, the America Cinematheque honors 40 years of Troma again, and trailers.
All right, so to recap, the last week of August, we had Gorgo 4K 1961, Tin Killer 4K from 1986, Delirium from 1972, Psycho Girls from 1986, The Pied Piper, a.k.a. The Rat Catcher. That's a stop-motion film. I did get a year on that one. Oh, 1986, as a year on that one. Killer Condom 4K from 1996 is a Troma vehicle. Bad Biology 4K from 2008. And The Last House on the Left remake 2009. Our pick of the week, the big Toxic Avenger 4K box set from Troma.
Yeah. And I want to get that. I just don't know if I'm going to buy it right away, because I could see that being like on a Black Friday on Amazon.
I could see that one maybe dipping down to like $70 range, $75 range, maybe.
Like having a sale.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely want to buy it because I want Lloyd Kaufman to have enough funds to pizza himself.
Exactly.
Life, no matter how short that may be.
All right, guys.
That comes from his mouth, not us.
Yes. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we love him to death. All right, guys. So we will.
No, not to death. Don't say that.
Sorry.
You're trying to kill him off. You try to make a nice.
He would think that was funny, though. He would think that.
Yeah. No, he would. He would actually. Very, very wonderful joke.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we will see back here next month for our September Dismemberment, which is right around the corner. And stay tuned for the conclusion of our summer vacation with another classic franchise and hopefully some surprises in store. We got a lot of cool things lined up for you guys. Yeah, we had to delay the vacation, but it's for a good reason. We're just trying to organize a little special thing with it. But we also have probably a couple of good. We already have some great. We have great mini-sode, possibly. I don't know if there'll be mini-sodes or they'll just be tacked onto the regular, but we already have 3 cool interviews lined up in the next month or so. I have an idea, Tim, I haven't even talked to you about fully. I just mentioned it briefly, but I think you're going to love it. So we'll need to discuss that. So hopefully from now on, all the way through the holiday season, we're going to have a lot of great stuff. And of course, don't forget the famous Halloween horror movie challenge that we do every year, which is it's become almost like a cult following now. It really has, yeah. And we've already started on on questions and objectives. So that's it.
We have some great ones. It's so funny. Like literally, like, we have Jeff and Cody are already like starting to research like possible crazy things just in case. It's all because of my taco like one from last year that like blew up.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So.
But we have one already that Tim and I are just cracking up at. Like, and then there's one in there that could like people want to strangle us or like applaud us. We don't know yet.
Like every year. Yeah.
Yeah, like every year, pretty much. You're right.
All right, guys. We'll see you back here soon. Take care.
Yeah.